Hello, my name is Sartu N and welcome back to my channel. Hi again, I hope everyone is doing well and yeah, I hope everyone's good. I am currently drinking a gin and a tin. Feels great. It helps calm my nerves as I'm new to all of this YouTube stuff. So yeah, so let's have a cheers. Just gonna get out of the way. Much better. Much better. But yes, welcome back to my channel and to this video. So today we're here to talk about things that I have learned during 2020 because it was such an interesting year, to say the least. I thought it would be quite good to start off my channel journey with just kind of self-reflection and evaluating my year as a whole and things that I have learned and overcome during 2020. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and let's get into the video. So the first thing that I learned during 2020 is that the world is built on corrupt systems and constructs. More than anything, 2020 has definitely revealed and unraveled the inner workings and fabrics of our society. And to say it politely, it is scary to see what has been revealed to us as a people, especially being a person of color. Being a black woman, to be specific, if you couldn't tell. To know that these things are happening and to have it proven even more was something that I had to really take a step back and be like, what the fuck? I've definitely learned there is a lot of smoke and mirrors on this planet that we call Earth. Yeah. And a lot of the things that we deem as to be our day-to-day lives are actually man-made things and constructs, which is questionable. And things have been put into place to basically like do a specific job or to impact society in a specific way. That is what it is, and most likely has been created by you know who. And whether it is to keep the elite rich or continue to keep the elite rich, should I say, or to continue to oppress people of a darker skin complexion, black people, the world has basically just been here to do what it's meant to do, which is continue to keep the powerful powerful and to continue to oppress the weaker. Oh, my back. Things that we deem as human nature or world order have all been carefully placed and created by, again, we know who, to basically tell us that this is how we're meant to behave and this is what society and life is as a human being, which is bullshit. I love it to feel and think, not to feel and think, we are multifaceted human beings, and to basically be subjected to operate and live as one-dimensional people is ridiculous and unfair. And the fact that we have been taught and force-fed the idea that there's only meant to be one way of living and one way of thinking is unhealthy, and to experience it and to see it is very disheartening and everything. So yeah, I think it's weird that we've been told there's only one way to live, one way to love, one way to express yourself, and one way to just navigate through life, which is ridiculous. Though I'm in high hopes that this is all changing for the better, and now that we all are seeing a lot of things for what it is, I'd love to say thank you so much to the Black Lives Matter protests and protesters that went out and basically allowed black voices to be amplified to the highest level. Thank you for that. But also so many other organizations during this time that have unraveled and really revealed and challenged these social constructs that we have been so used to accepting as our normality is not anymore. So yeah, I'm so thankful for being part of a generation and part of a time in history where we have the power and the ability to change. It's basically carrying on the baton to do what we need to do. I am hopeful and grateful. I'm hopeful for change, but also I'm not naive to the fact that we have a very long way to go. So yeah, that's one thing I've learned. So another thing I've learned, anything is possible. Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, this statement is definitely a verbal and visual representation of what 2020 felt like for me, definitely. But never in my lifetime did I feel like I would experience anything like this, and what 2020 has exposed to us basically and everything. The fact that like the world went into a global emergency and standstill was definitely something that I feel like a lot of us in the modern world never thought will happen. So yeah, I believe that, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I think this is, no, let me just shut up. I think the whole notion that anything is possible, whether it might be negative or positive, I take both stance on this, of the all of the above sentiment of it. So yeah, I feel like with this, it definitely allowed there to be an air to allow all of us to be grateful and to really take a step back and think, wow, like, how the hell was this able to happen? But also it also allowed me to really look within myself and be like, wow, like, life is so fragile, but also I can create whatever I want to create as well during this time. And I think it was such a beautiful thing to see people being able to take it by their hands basically and create whatever they wanted created during this time. No time in history are we going to get this back where basically we were able to take a step back and just to be still. That is it. So that is an amazing and beautiful thing to me. But yeah, I think definitely, I learnt my own rhythm and how to appreciate me again. With this, like I said, let me just give you another brief summary of who I am. So basically, I am Sartu, I'm 27. So basically, for the last 5 years, from the dates of, from the time of like, from the years of 2015 to 2020, those 5 years were probably the most tumultuous years of my life, where I felt like I wasn't truly living anymore, and I was just basically a shell of a human, to say it politely. I think I was definitely coexisting and not really allowing me to experience life for what it has, and just not liking who I was as a person, but also being very fearful, resentful, and just not happy with the world, but also not happy with myself. And I really do feel that in 2020 I was really able to take a step back and really ask the question of who am I, and also who do I want to become during this time. And I really do feel like I was able to really take a step back and to peel back the layers of all the things that have happened over the last 5 years and how that has impacted me and influenced me in a positive and negative way, and owning that, and owning the fact that like the good, the bad, the ugly, the magnificent, but also the tragic as well of my experience and everything. So yeah, I feel like I've learned that there's nothing wrong with the way that I navigate through life, but also championing that and honouring that for myself basically, and not being ashamed of the fact that I don't want to fucking like work 12 hours straight and drink coffee to keep me working. Hi, this is Editing Sartu here. Just thought I would just elaborate on this part of the video. So basically what I was trying to imply is that the whole idea of hustle culture, and that you're having to work ridiculous amount of hours and having ridiculous amount of sleeps in order to be able to be deemed as successful, and that aspect of it basically. So just understanding that like it's all about balance and doing what's best for you. Obviously I understand that people work 12-hour shifts and that's what they need to do, and I've done that before. So yeah, so I thought I'll just elaborate on that. So yeah, embrace everyone's differences and how they work, but yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Right, I want a nap during the day. Is that okay? I thought so. Though I don't condemn people that is their process, I feel like we should all learn to appreciate everyone operates differently, like I was saying before. So yeah, to forgive myself and also to forgive others. I feel like this statement definitely speaks for itself. Yeah, I think during this time as well, I like to believe that I am quite an empathetic person already, but I think definitely during the time of self-reflection, I was able to take a step back and also show mercy to not only others but to myself. Let me just say this. Okay, I've written so I've written basically like a kind of scripted thing to help me stay on track, because basically my mind goes at 100 miles an hour, and I really do feel like, in able to kind of give this this like thing that I've learned justice, I would prefer to basically like read from what I wrote, because I feel like I'll be able to say what I have to say, because I don't want to like not do it justice and like go on a tangent. So yeah, so here we go. So I think this statement speaks for itself. With learning to forgive myself, it also has allowed me to expand my empathy in ways I haven't done before. I always have been quite an empathetic person. Well, I like to think so. But choosing to let go and to give myself mercy for things and choices I have made is probably one of the most freeing feelings I've experienced. And that goes the same for forgiving people, and I'm still working, and I'm still a work in progress. So yeah, I thought I'd just say that because I was like, I can't remember this. But yeah, basically, so yeah. And I think especially with cancel culture being so rampant right now, and also I understand the act of it and the intention, but I feel like we do need to sometimes give some mercy and lead with empathy and love and understanding why was this done and what was the intention behind the action, but also so many other variables that play into it. So yeah, I think we should always take the action of opportunity to be able to learn, for allow the person to learn, and also have an open discussion about the controversial situation at hand, basically. Hi, it's Editing Sartu again. How you doing? So yeah, basically I just want to elaborate on this as well. I just wanted to say that basically of course we need to allow these people to take accountability for their actions that have put them in this situation where they are on the chopping block. But in a nutshell, I'm just trying to say that we're not the lawmakers, and yeah, sometimes counterculture can be so intense, but at the same time, depending on the situation, it can be needed. Sometimes it's just about having a conversation about this topic or the controversial situation that has been brought to light. So yeah, that's what I want to elaborate on. So yeah, I need to learn how to body elaborate properly when I do these videos. But anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Yeah. Lastly, okay, let's take another drink for the last thing I learned. Well, one of the last things I learned. Okay, and I think probably this one is one of the ones that like we were kind of forced into doing, but it was for the greater good for all of us, I feel like, and that is to be present. I think in a time where there was so much uncertainty, and literally all you had was the day that you were given and to go off of, it really just allowed you to really just like be in the present and focus on like, what am I doing right now and what is happening in this day, because there was no way to pre-plan the week ahead because you can't leave your house basically. And with that being said, yeah, and literally, and I wrote this down as well, it literally is the whole idea of like taking each day to come with. Hi, it's Editing Sartu once again. How you guys doing? I just want to elaborate again on what I was trying to say here. So basically I was saying that the quote that I was quoting, that basically taking each day as it comes became real and not just a statement. Basically I need to learn how to pronunciate properly. Sorry, I'm a true Londoner, I have a lazy tongue. Sorry, but I'm learning, I'm growing. So yeah, thank you again and continue to enjoy the video. Bye. Than the saying in 2020 basically. And yeah, I think with patience and being in the present definitely has allowed all of us, or some of us should I say, because I don't know, to be grateful but also hopeful, but also like a bit pessimistic about what's to happen. But you know, in that moment you feel that emotion right then and now, because you don't know how you're going to feel the next day. And I think there's something quite refreshing about that, just allowing yourself just to be in that present moment and be like, this is how I feel right now and this is how I'm going to deal with this right now. Good night basically. So yeah, so those are the few things that I learned during 2020, like a brief thing. I was wondering what should I write, because I didn't want it to be like too generic kind of thing and stuff, but I hope it was interesting enough for you all. But yeah, like I said, be easy on me because I'm really stressed off. But yeah, like I'm excited for some of the things I have planned and lined up that I think that is going to be really enjoyable, but also quite therapeutic for me as well. So yeah, let me know down below what lessons you've learned during 2020, about yourself, about the world, but also just about others too. But yeah, so I'd love to know, and thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, all that great stuff. I feel so weird saying that because I'm just like but yeah, have a lovely day or night, whenever you're watching this, and stay safe, be kind, and fuck up shit. Bye.